Alright, it's going. I'm not kidding, name this out.
What's up, YouTube? It's Liyah.
Hey, Jas.
And we're back. And obviously, you see by the head with our baby boy. This is our story.
Our labor.
Yeah, labor and delivery story.
Because y'all saw, because the video that I posted, she didn't see the video. You didn't watch the video that I posted, did you?
No, I haven't been on my phone like that.
Well, I told them that we came up here because we thought y'all were broke. They said you just peeing. Then we came back up here again in the middle of the night. She actually was contracting. And on top of that, what did I say? She actually was contracting, and then they heard you like in the background. It's like, ooh, we was in triage.
Okay, yeah. So y'all left off from there.
No. We left off in a room with you having bad contractions. I was already back.
In that room? Like?
No, in the delivery room.
Oh, in that room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Upstairs.
So, y'all, I got put into that room after like 14 hours. I got put into the delivery room, and I had this nurse. And I just kept telling her, like, I'm in so much pain, to the point, like, where I'm about to start screaming. And I did kind of, like, yell in a way.
She was yelling the whole time.
And then I would literally be, like, looking at her, and,
she, like, grabbed me down.
Like, I'm
like
having a contraction, you need to come rub my back. So, when she rubbed my back, my contractions, like, I'm more focused on her rubbing my back and easing me than I am on my contractions. Just staring. Than I am on my contractions. So then, what happened? So like that was progressing. The contractions kept like progressing, getting worse. So I told my nurse, I'm like, I need like to get checked to see if I'm dilated more. Cause I think I was only dilated to like what, 4 or 5.
Talk about like
What am I doing?
in the morning. Oh, we got no room yet.
I was dilated to like a 4 or 5.
But
so
I didn't mean to cut you off. But when I cut the video off, where we left at, head doctor actually came in, and he was like, she was like, if you're not dilated anymore, we're gonna send you home. But if you have made changes, we're gonna keep you. And at the time, she was 3 centimeters, so if she wasn't like a little bit more dilated, they would have sent us home. But
yeah, I got to the hospital when I was 3 centimeters, y'all.
They was like, oh no, we're keeping her because she's 4 centimeters. Like you're making progress by herself. And she didn't like do. I'm not gonna say she didn't do anything to induce the labor, but like it's her first kid, so they expected it to like be slow, take days, like for her not to dilate. She was dilating so fast, like her body knew like what was going on, what to do. But finish on. You told her you need to be checked.
Yes, I need to be checked. So they came in the room. They're like, okay, they're like 5. Okay, you're like 5 centimeters. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then like the pain just kept going, y'all. So at this point, like they got me hooked up to them little belly machines and stuff. And y'all, I have to waste time trying to keep them on me. So I'm fighting with her again. Like I don't want them. I don't want these on me. I don't want these on me. And so she fighting with me about them. And so I'm like turning to like my left side, turning to my right side. And they kept throwing off the contractions. She's like, I'm trying to measure your contractions. I'm like, I'm having contractions. Like, I don't care about measuring my contractions. I just literally like I'm having these contractions.
Like I said, I've been with her the whole like 9 months. So like the look in her face, I can tell when she like having like a little mild contraction.
So I didn't come rub my back. Why I had to tell you I'm having contractions?
I'm saying like when you be like I'm having contractions, I could like tell in your face like okay, this is fine. Okay, this is passing by. But like the other contractions she was getting, I don't know. Like I don't. She was acting like she was getting bit by a shark or something. I don't know.
So yeah. So then like 40 minutes later, the lady she came back in and I was dilated to like a 7 or an 8. And then I'm like, all right.
But like, they wouldn't tell us that. They're just talking cold. And we'd have to keep asking in pain, like, what's going on? Like, what is happening?
Y'all, sneezing hurts. And you just saying that he was just about to cut up. And he just got calmed down. You want to do that?
Yeah.
So, then the nurse or whatever. She was giving me a hard time about getting checked. And I'm like, no, like it's going. So then I'm like, I don't know. Like I just feel this urge. Like I'm about to be having to push in a minute. So then the lady came back. And she came and checked me. And she was like, all right, she's at an 8. So I'm like, bro, like, no, I'm about to get ready to like push. Like I feel like I have to use the number 2. Like I need to push. And I was like, my contractions are unbearable. I'm ready. I am so ready.
Oh yeah, and forgot she was about to go natural, but the contractions there was like I said there was like sharp bites or something. So she did get an epidural.
Oh yeah, so I got an epidural at 7 centimeters because the contraction was like,
She
oh
got
my
the 7
god.
centimeters over herself. I kept telling her I was so proud of her.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Like I feel like I wouldn't even have got that far or believed in myself if she wasn't right there. Like she was literally like, you're like doing perfect. Like oh my god, like I'm so proud of you, and like just like literally like leading me on. So
Getting
I
water
really think
after water.
yeah. So I really thank her
Sweat.
for that.
Sweat.
So then I got that epidural and whatever. It felt amazing at first. I'm like, oh my god.
As soon as they put it in there, she talking about I feel good.
Amazing.
I feel great.
Yo, why when I got to like 9 centimeters, the epidural stopped. It didn't stop. It was still in me and it was still like going through the tube and stuff. I felt every inch of contraction, anything. So they give you a little button to press if you need like a little more medicine, like in the little thing. So I pressed it. Yo, ain't nothing happened.
It's a fake button, bro.
Yo. So then
She
I
kept
pressed it
spamming
again.
it, bro. She
You
kept
know when
spamming
you're
it.
mad. Because you don't want this. You just want to cry. So, yeah. So I pressed it again. Nothing was happening. So I'm like, no, like I have to push. So she was like, there's no way like you progress
Yeah, she was like,
in the amount of time.
yeah.
It was only like 30 minutes. And I'm like, no, like I'm telling you, like I have to push. So the lady came in there to come check me. Because I guess the nurse and whoever checked you was different. So the lady came in, she came and checked me. And she was like, okay, you're 9. She was like, you're 9 with the lift. What does that mean, girl?
Yeah.
So I'm asking her, I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, you're 9 centimeters, but I can lift my finger a little bit, or whatever. So basically, like, I'm 9.5. Girl, just say that. So then, I'm like, no, I have to push. So she started, like, getting my delivery table ready. And then they started calling my OB. And it was, like, not they, really my nurse. She was, like, downplaying that, like, you're not about to push right now. Like, you're going to wait a couple hours. So the other nurse, she started calling my OB, like, basically, like, come on, she's about to start pushing. So, mind you, when I'm having these contractions, when I heard I was 9, I started pushing without them even knowing. And whatever can have, whatever y'all say.
Everything is yours.
It was just
Literally.
natural. It was just natural, like, I had to push. Like, I just had to.
That's why I'm like, everything is yours.
So, I was pushing. I'm kind of glad I did. I was just pushing and pushing whenever I just felt. So I did try to do the technique. She said try to act like you're blowing out candles or something. I tried everything. So then she came back and she checked me 10 minutes later because I'm like, I'm pushing, like I can't. So she was like, okay, your OB is gonna be here in 10 to 15. No. So they put up my legs and they got everybody in position for my delivery.
And they lifted the bed up.
Yep. And Jasmine, she was right here. And then the doctor's right there, and then like the students.
Bro,
were right
I was
here.
like, right here, bro.
So then, he's fighting his sleep. So then, okay, yeah, she checked me, and she was like, "Hey, you're 10 centimeters," and I'm like, "Exactly," like, but she didn't say that. She said something. She didn't even say 10. She said something.
She said the same thing you said. You're 9 in the lift.
No, she said something when it got to 10, like. She said something else, like it was a word.
2 lifts or something like I forgot.
Yeah, she said like a word.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what does that mean? Like, you about to irritate me? Like, what does that mean? So she was like, oh, like you're 10 centimeters. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready to push. I'm telling you.
No, she was like, she didn't even say you 2 centimeters. She was like, you're ready to push.
So when I got everything ready, y'all, I was about to start pushing. She talked about, oh, you gotta wait 10, 15 minutes for your OB. What? But in the end, I'm really glad.
Grateful that we waited for her. Yeah. Okay.
So then I waited for her. As soon as she got in there, I was ready to push. I started pushing.
she's so cool because, like I said, as soon as she got in her, like literally, Liyah kept saying she was ready to push, she was ready to push. And as soon as her OB came in there, she was like, no, like I'm ready to push. Her doctor was like, okay, go ahead. She didn't even have all her stuff ready. She literally came in there.
She was running.
She literally came in there. She slid her stuff. She was like, just start pushing. She was still putting her gloves on, telling her like, just do it. Like I'm good.
So then she was like involving Jasmine, like come look down here. So I really
even though I could see, but she was like right.
She was like obviously my OB was like right there, so she was like telling her where to look and stuff like that.
She was like,
and oh my god, they were stretching everything. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Yeah, they were stretching everything out with their 2 fingers, and then she just kept telling her to push and push. And she was pushing.
I think I only pushed for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I can't find
I only pushed for a couple minutes. And
the exact time.
They had to put a little vacuum plunger on his head and came out. Because in the middle of it, he was like getting a little. I started getting really tired, y'all.
She was pushing hard, like hard. She got him all the way there. It's like this was like her stuff, and then it's like, I don't know how to like describe it without his head. Like that's how I described it. And then it was just like stretching. And he got like right there, and that's when her doctor was just like basically she didn't want her to be stuck in pain. She didn't want him to be stuck. But she was like, we're just gonna smooth it up. Like it wasn't a problem. She could have sat there and kept pushing without the vacuum if she wanted to, but her doctor was just like what's going on?
I'm over it.
So she put the little tiny vacuum on his head, and then she just pump, and then the first doctor had slipped off, so it was like blood everywhere. And then her doctor actually did it. She was pumping. She was like, just push. Let me close this off real quick. Oh yeah. So then it was just like smooth. Get rid of the tomato. But it was just like smooth. And then oh, are we acting like that?
Oh, and this thing is real cry, y'all.
But yeah, so then when they got the little vacuum, her doctor, he wanted to tell the story how it went, y'all. So they put him up, and then he came out, because I saw his head, like literally her doctor was like, oh Jasmine, like look, like his head is like right there. I was like, so, oh yeah, his head is right there. And I was like, he got a lot of hair. I was like, Liyah, like just come on, like literally just push, like he's right there. Like then I just tell you to push number, like he's right there. I see him, he's stuck, but not stuck, he's sitting in your stuff. So then, like I said, they got the vacuum, they put him on or whatever. But when they were doing it, when they got his head out, his like shoulder like kind of got stuck a little bit or whatever. And then all the doctors where I was at, another doctor had to just come rush over here. It's like 4 doctors rushing over there, 4 doctors rushing over there. And then so they just slowly had, you know, did that thing in hurry up and get him out. And then they set him on her chest for like 1 second because he wasn't crying because of the medicine she had took, but they already told her that was a side effect or whatever. So they put him on her chest for 1 second, and then they put him on the little thing where they weigh him and stuff, cleaned him up and got him changed. I was just with her the whole time. I didn't rush over there to him and like take pictures and stuff like that because he had people crowding him, seeing if he was okay. She didn't have nobody but me and her doctors. And then they made her push her placenta out.
Oh my gosh, y'all. So after delivering, I delivered him, whatever. So I'm just like, oh, just breathing. Y'all, I had the birth shakes. So I was shaking like super, super bad during the whole process of the contractions, the birth, everything. So I'm like, oh, just breathing, shaking. She said, well, okay, I need you to push more. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, push more? And she was like, the placenta, like, it's right there. Like, it's almost, girl. Why did nobody tell you that? You gotta push a whole placenta out.
And then on top of that, like she said, the nurse
push them.
The nurse that kept who just takes me along. Alright, y'all. So yeah, like I said, they said him. Okay. But yeah, like I said, they set her on her chest for like a second, and then they made her push her placenta out, which she said for like another baby, which the doctor told her that. And I sat there the whole time, and they stitched her up where they put like a big giant shot. It was like this big, you know, like numbing her up. And then I just can't imagine it. And then they sewed her up together. And then
Only needed one stitch, but I had a long scratch, she said.
probably believe it. But yeah, they did that. And then after they got her all together. And I was just looking at him. And then I asked her if she's straight after that. When they did everything, the nurse was just gonna clean her off because she had a little blood in her stomach. And then I went over to go see him for the first time. I was just taking pictures of him and stuff. He looked so big in the pictures that I took. I'm gonna put a picture on there. But he looked so big in the picture that I took. He was not that big. And he was 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 49 centimeters. He was born at 3:58 p.m. You wanna tell him what day?
December 18th, 2024.
And her mom that passed away, her birthday is October 18th. So that really meant a lot to her that he came on the 18th. Cause I didn't know when he was coming. I got tired of playing the guessing game with him, bro. He was playing too many games with me, giving my hopes up and stuff. But I'm so happy he came. Cause now it's just like,
Yo, he came out bad. I'm sorry, but we did like predict how he was gonna act when he came out, just based on how he was in the stomach. And like I said, he fights the doctors all the time.
oh yeah.
He came
was
out fighting them.
He came out fighting them. The nurse had to like walk around with him. Like even though trying to do his weight and stuff, she had to walk around holding him because he did not want to be. He came out the womb, not want to be put down. Always wanted to be held. And then it's like this loud cry. Like he didn't have a newborn cry. He just had this yeah.
But she predicted that because she was like he's gonna be doing that, and I was like, no. I was like, newborn cry is soft and then it's scorches loud. I said, but starts off as a little like cute little cry. No. She knew his cry.
Bro. So now, it is Friday today. Hopefully we get to go home, go see our dogs and stuff. We've been in here since Monday night. Monday going into Tuesday at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but we've been having people go over to the house and checking on the house and
Our dogs.
taking on our dogs. Our dogs sitting there with their grandma for one night. But y'all, the dogs are used to sleeping with us. King is used to sleeping with her 24/7. So I just know they're going through it, and I really miss my dogs so much.
But yeah.
And the last time they see me, I was in so much pain.
And then the only. But yeah, what I was finna say is we had like just 2 bad experiences. No, 3. The first bad experience was we was waiting in triage for 14 hours. So she was laying on a little tiny like cot, basically, in pain for hours.
Literally.
And then the second one, the nurse we had for the delivery, she was cool, but she just like, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm talking about. And it's like, okay,
But she
cool.
didn't.
And she kept like, she was supposed to be holding Liyah's leg when she was giving birth, because I was holding one leg. She literally was walking out the room, she was doing other stuff, and we were like, you really gonna hold this? And you're not, like, just watch the book, basically. And yeah, she just kept walking back and forth, not holding her leg, which was annoying, because you literally have to hold her leg for her to push, because she gotta worry about pushing. And then, bro, this guy, okay, when he came in, he made it seem like, you know, he was just like a cool regular guy about to do her epidural or whatever. Woo, woo. Like, it's gonna be me and be comfortable. And the nurse had told us that her daughter had a baby and she actually went through him, that like she knows she's gonna be good. Because she was asking questions about the epidural, but she didn't want to get it at first. So she was like, okay, I'm comfortable with him doing it, whatever. Boom. He come in there with a college student. There's not nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, I'm scared. My first time giving birth, I'm already scared of the epidural. She was like, I feel more comfortable with you doing. And then he was like, okay, no problem, but he is gonna be doing some of the stuff. So he was like, okay, cool. So then she was having real bad contractions, and they can't put the epidural in if she's moving. So she like, okay, hold on, like wait a second. And then that's when they was like, okay, like we're gonna have to get it going. And she was like, okay, like hold on, I'm in the middle of a contraction, hold on. And then the college student, he was like, oh my gosh. And then the doctor that was doing the epidural, he was like, yeah, I know. Like, it was, she was in pain. So then,
why would I let y'all stab me in the back? No, I can be paralyzed from this.
So
why would I let y'all do that and I'm having a contraction?
He she had tried to get up in the bed or whatever, and I was just looking to see if she needed help. Cause sometimes I'm not gonna lie, she'd just get up like boom, easy. Other times she just needed help like to get up, but she didn't ask for help from nobody else, just me. So
Cause she's the only person who can do everything.
So the guy was like, "So, oh, you need some help? You need some help from a big strong man?" And then
No, he said you need a big strong man in your life.
And then I'm just looking at him because first of all, he kind of scrawny. Second of all, he couldn't even like grab her up. Like he couldn't even lift her up. And all he was doing was grabbing her arm. He literally dropped her arm. So I was like, no. She was like, no, like like come here, babe. And I'm like, all right, here I come. And the next one he was like, oh, you need a little lady in your life. And then I literally came over there, lifted her up in 1 second.
Literally 1 second. Even my OB, I love her. I love my OB, but she tries to work harder. I'll be like, y'all already know she can do it. Nobody else can.
So that's the only like experience that we had. Is like, okay, we're ready to go. We over this.
Like what? And I told her, I'm like, I didn't like that remark. Maybe he come out epidural off. I don't know.
But his name is Jamin Eric Lamont Souls, and my name spelled Jasmine. His name spelled Jaemine. And then Eric Lamont Souls. That part come from my dad, because my dad's name is Eric Lamont Souls. And my mom, she only gave my older brother his middle name. Nobody got, his first name, Eric. Nobody. So, and my dad, he like is an over provider. Like he always there when we need him. He's just always over provider. Like we don't gotta think twice. Like, damn, I don't know if my dad gonna do it or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We just know for sure. Like when we calling him, it's about to get done. Whatever we need. So it was like, it was no question about that. She actually came to me about naming him after my dad. But I for sure was stuck on the J's. All the kids gotta get the J's, no cap. And then my brother, like I said, my niece, her name is Jade. So it's just the J thing. And all my siblings, J's. But we call him Junior because he a junior of me and my dad. So yeah. Or sometimes
Junior.
she call him, what she be calling him?
Bushy. That's it.
She be calling him Bushy or Stink because he stank, bro. His breath stink.
His breath stink. He don't stink. His breath stink.
I hate go like he gotta go. He drunk.
But yeah, the next video will be
He's so calm. He needs
the next video is gonna be what we took from the hospital hall.
That baby melatonin. But yeah, we're gonna show him. We ain't gonna, you feel me, sugarcoat it or wait.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, she hungry. I have to go get her some Chick-fil-A. Wasn't that like, no, my mom and dad brought us chili cheese fries. But you can grab the camera. We can show this squishy.
This is squishy, guys. Doing the
Bro,
nose.
and like a little side note.
I told y'all that heartburn.
He's smiling. He not yawning. He hate the light. He love darkness.
Yeah, he loves the dark.
Especially when it's time to go to sleep. Say what's up.
Good luck, Charlie.
Bye,
guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm about to say. I'm not going to y'all. He looked so white, y'all. And it's crazy because
It scared both of us.
our daughter is dark. Like, he darker than me. So
And
it's
I am like brown,
he really
like.
is like the mix of us. But yeah, say bye. Okay. You gonna hit the camera for me?